In this video, we are going to learn about the variables in C language. We will see how we can declare the variables and assign the value to the variables, and how we can print the value of the variable. We will define the different type of variable and try to assign the value and print them. Let us see the demonstration, then we will go through the variable details. So let us try to open the Turbo C++ and start creating our C program where we will declare the variables and assign the value and try to print them. Let us start with the new file. Clear all the contents if there is any. In this program I am adding conio.h because I am going to use some of the methods. So by separating the comma we can define multiple variables of same time of the same type. We have defined x, y, z integer value and f1, f2. Let us say we have only f1. We have defined c1 of type char. So this is nothing but the defining variables of type int, float, char, or if you can take double, etc. Now try to assign some value. Let us say I am assigning the value 10 to the variable x, 30 to the variable y, and z equals to the x plus y. Let's say f1 equals to 30 divided by some, let's say 2.0. Let us assign 100 on variable c1. Now we are trying to print the value. Let's say value of x is %d and the value of y is %d, and the value of z is %d. The % notation will be replaced by the actual value that the variable stored and will be applied on sequence. The first %d will take the value of the variable just after the first comma, and in the subsequent way all the variables will take the value. It is c1, value of c1 is, let us try to say %d. Now I am adding getch. This will simply hold the screen to take a character. Every time we compile and run the application, it simply close the window and we have to use Alt plus F5. but now we will simply run and see the output. So you can see the output, value of x is 10 and all the things are coming on the same line. Let me define the new line. Just after printing the value of x, it will go to the new line, and on the same way after printing all the values, and every time it will move to the new line. Now let us compile and run. So now you can see value of x is 30, then new line, then 40, then f1 value, then c1. Every time we are running the application, you can see the window is getting added with the output values. Now if I am giving CLR SCR on the very starting, then what will happen? So first of all it will clear the screen, then it will start working on the program. And every time we are encountering CLR SCR, it will simply clear the screen and then start the execution further. Now let us see the output. We have updated the value of x, it is now 20. So in this way we can define the variable and assign the values and printing them. And how we can use the CLR SCR method of the conio.h. You can save the program file. Let's say I am saying variable. Now closing the window. So that's all the program. Now let us see what are the variables in C language. So a variable is a name given to storage area that the program will use, just like we have used the int variable, float variable, char variable, and each variable will be of a specific type which defines the size of the variable in memory. So we have used the int that is of 2 bytes and float that is of 4 byte and the char of 1 byte, and the variable name contains the letter, digit, underscore, character. We have defined the variable x, y, z, f1, c1, etc. and the variable name must begin with the letter or the underscore. We have used the letter, and later on we have used the numeric also, like in f1 and c1. We can also start our variable name using underscore, but we cannot start the variable name with digit, and we can also not define the variable that are the reserved keyword of C language. So if we define the variable, then if it is a type of char, then it defines the numeric or integer type, and it takes a byte in memory, and that is used to print the number as well as the character. If we define the variable of type int, then it depends on the machine and operating system to take the space in memory. Just like in Windows it takes the 2 byte, but in Linux it may take the 4 byte to define the integer variable. And if we define the variable of type float, then it is taking a single precision floating point value. If we define the double, then a double precision floating point value will be defined. And if we define the void as the return type or the function argument, then it defines the empty or the data is not present kind of absence of data. So that's all. Thank you so much.